Slightly. All right. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday Sit Down. Sunday Sit Down is where I sit and have conversations with each and every one of you to help myself actually help people change their relationship with food and fitness. Normally, I am sitting with my wife or one of our people, or Tasha, who is in house helping us curate a message that helps you all live a happier, healthier life. So, we just celebrated my birthday on Friday. So, as my way of saying thank you, we want to give back to each and every one of you. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do a small charity event. We're going to petition some local businesses. Maybe you know some that we can reach out to. So please let us know. That can help us put together some nice baskets where we can raise money for the Hemophilia Center. And if you don't know, I myself actually have to deal with hemophilia. I have hemophilia B. It's a rare type that's carried by women and men, but only affects men. So I had it for years before I even knew that it was the thing I had to deal with. And then I found out when I went to the military while I was in basic training that it was something I had to deal with. So this is near and dear to my heart. And again, I want to make sure it's something that you guys have and can and understand. So please, if you know a business that would be willing to donate, go ahead and please give us that information so we can go ahead and reach out. Also, on the other side, a lot of people have been asking about what we do in house or what we're going to be doing for training. So we're going back to calisthenics, back to our roots. We want to help people make happier, healthier choices. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and be bringing some body weight movement back to the space, training for athleticism, and really breaking that stuff down so you guys can really enjoy it. Now, normally, again, I'm sitting down with a co-host or I'm sitting down with my wife, but I felt like it was important to explain the reason why we reset in the space or do the things that we do. And who better to explain that stuff than the person who's always here helping people every single day. All right. Let's say my favorite part, I realized a long time ago, right? There was this large problem in the industry where people said that they wanted to lose weight, right? Or they're just like, I just want to lose weight. I just want to lose weight. And I see this as a reoccurring theme. People come in and say they want to lose weight. They're prepared to lose weight, but they don't want to change their eating habits, or they don't want to change their diets at all, right? So I found this out a long time ago. Most people just don't want to lose weight. They want to do what most of you would call toning. Okay, toning is a buzzword, people. If you don't know what toning is, by reducing the body fat that you carry and increasing the amount of muscle you have, more muscle will show. And with more muscle showing, again, you look more toned, okay? So if you're trying to get toned, then all you have to do is reduce your body fat and gain muscle. Now, there's only a couple ways to do this, so I'm going to cover some of those ways. Hopefully this stuff is going to resonate with each and every one of you at home, okay? So let's talk about gaining muscle. How do you gain muscle? Well, it's real simple. It's simple because you need to do something you're not able to do currently to become stronger, okay? Now, how can you do that is the loaded question. You don't have to train over here at Getting It Daily to get stronger. Let's say you don't normally walk. You can start walking. Let's say you don't normally go to a track and jog. You can become stronger jogging, okay? Again, what most people are looking for is more muscle, less body fat. So if we use that as a trope, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to resistance train. That's right. Resistance training helps to bring the type of results that everybody swears that they want. And that's exactly why we're here talking about it today. So again, if you want to become stronger, our suggestion is always going to be resistance training. Let's just keep it honest, people. The look that you want when it comes to your physical appearance is going to come from the things you're not doing. Okay? So if your diet is completely terrible, let's say you eat out every single day, that is a bad diet, by the way, not because of how you look, but because it's actually killing you. It has to do with, then that's one of the things that you're going to have to change. Cooking from home is an easy way for people to start making the choices of changing their relationship with food and fitness, which is what Getting It Daily is all about. So I'm hoping that if you see this, when you see this, you go ahead and you realize that changing your relationship with food and fitness doesn't have to be difficult. Most of the time, we make it difficult with the choices that we make. So again, this video is all about helping you realize that toning is increasing your muscle and losing your body fat. We want to help you get to a happier, healthier you. So how do we do that in-house? Well, in-house, we use kettlebells and calisthenics. Okay, if you're not familiar, kettlebells are more based on functional movement. Calisthenics is also based on truly functional movement. Okay, we think the body is the best machine ever built. So guess what? If you want to be better, then you have to make this machine stronger, plain and simple. Yes, I know a lot of people who are in pain right now, who are going to watch this video and say, I'm in pain. And then they're going to turn around and say, well, let me go to a chiropractor so they can adjust me. If you knew that your change could happen by your action and you knew it was tomorrow, more than likely everybody watching this video would make that change immediately because you knew the result would be tomorrow. Here's the problem with what I've seen in the industry for years. The instant results never last. If you want true everlasting change, it has to come from a place of doing the work. So for instance, I know I come to a lot of guys talk to me, and most guys that I talk to have done the work. They've seen the result because they've showed up every day, done the work, come in. A lot of the ladies I know look great and that people are envious of. They've done the work. They go to gym every day. They're prepping their meals and going to places, right? They're not eating what everybody else is eating. They're making the sacrifices for the lifestyle they want to live. Now, obviously, if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking, man, he's giving out life advice. I seem to get that a lot, which is true. It's if you want to live a life that is seen as exceptional, then you need to stop doing what everybody else is doing and change what you're willing to do. I looked at my circle over 15 years ago and realized that a lot of us were eating things like ramen noodles, things out of a cup or a bowl, a lot of preservatives, a lot of bad stuff in them. And also, we weren't taking care of ourselves. We were sitting still playing video games all day, really just not taking our health seriously. So I realized I wanted to be here for a long time. If you don't know, I do have a son. He just turned 6 months not too long ago. And I want to be here for him. So anything I have control over, I want to do my best to make sure that happens. That means taking care of this vessel that I got. I also want my son to have somebody to look up to. That was something I aspired to for my daughter growing up, that she could look up to her dad and say that he was a good man. So guess what? My son, same thing. Goal's the same. I just want him to know that his dad is a man he can look up to. So that means taking care of myself to teach him what taking care of yourself looks like, loving him so he knows what that looks like. And that comes with resistance training. Yes, we don't all like to resistance train, right? Some of us really hate it, but we love what comes from it. I don't care where you're from, who you are, what you've done in the past. You may not like to lift weights, but I promise you, you love what it gives you as far as looks and results overall. You burn more fat when you have more muscle. That's why most people who carry more muscle, even if they do have a bit of a gut, still have nice size arms you can see muscle through, things of that nature. It's because they're putting in the work on a regular. Now, a question I'm always telling people to ask themselves, if you want the type of change that we all talk about on a regular basis, then what are you willing to sacrifice to get that change would be the question that I would ask you, right? We talked about resistance training being what helps you gain muscle, okay? Again, we in-house use kettlebells and calisthenics, but there are so many different ways. You have CrossFit, you've got bodybuilding, powerlifting, right? Strength training in general can be done in so many different ways. But if you're looking for a place where you can go and start your fitness journey because you have no idea what to do and you just want to live a happier, healthier life, please don't hesitate to reach out to us right here at Getting It Daily. You can reach out at www.gettingitdaily.com and fill out our consultation form, or you can reach out in any of our videos saying, well, we want to get started, and we will happily get you involved. We also have a free Facebook group that we use all the time. So again, get in that group, get the tips, get the tricks. We give out free stuff in there all the time. We truly believe that fitness is free. Do not let anybody tell you different. When you hire a trainer, you're paying for the way to get there that keeps you going. Some people it's consistency. Some people it's knowledge. Some people it's just enjoying the process, right? So again, You're not paying for a trainer because they know everything about health and wellness. You're paying for someone who's going to help you get where you want to go. And if you've hired your trainer for the simple fact that they look like they can get you there, but they're not able to, they haven't proven they can get you there, that's something to reconsider. Okay. Now, I do want to call clients out on this one too. I know a lot of clients will come in and say, well, I want this goal, and that trainer will give you exactly how to get there. And what you'll do is you'll tell that trainer, well, that's not going to work for me, right? So it then becomes the trainer's job to go back and to explain or to find a different way using similar methods that still get you there. No matter how good the trainer is, the client still has to put in the work. Super important when it comes to this journey. Ladies, you can't come in and lift light weights and say you want to look like some lady who looks like she lifts very heavy weights. I use it as a reference all the time. Halle Berry, Angela Bassett, Regina King, all these women work out, and they work out for real. They don't just work out a little bit. They take care of themselves. It's super important that you do that. Again, we want to be here for longer. Now, the other component to health and wellness actually has to do with the losing of body fat, and this is the controversial one. This is the one that I see people get wrong all the time. It bothers me as a human being, just because I believe that we can do this. It's not really hard to lose weight. It's hard to stick to the habits that allow you to lose weight, okay? The American diet has caused a level of obesity here in the United States that is higher than anywhere else in the world, right? A lot of that has to do with the processed foods. Being completely transparent, if most of us removed gluten and dairy from our diets, most of us would be closer to the size we actually want to be, or would look better, more like what we want to look like. However, like I know, look, we come from a place where cheese, or let's say dairy, ice cream, cheese, all these things that we don't want to give up, they become a regular staple in our lives. So the best thing that we can do is take care of ourselves. Okay, so if you wanted your diet, let me give you 3 tips to help make your diet more sustainable for you. Okay, let's go with tip number 1. Tip number 1, start cooking at home. The average person that I meet doesn't actually cook their food in their own home. I literally have had clients tell me that they don't cook and they still want to lose weight. And is it possible to still do so? Absolutely. It's way harder to lose weight when you're not making your own meals. Please keep that in mind as we do our best to help you and facilitate that type of growth and change for you. On the other hand, cooking at home eliminates a lot of the processed things you're going to find in your average restaurants. Most of you have no idea where those ribs came from. Like, you never ask your waiter, what local farm did you get this from? That is a rare question to hear when going into a restaurant, right? You just assume that they have your best interests at heart. But if you've ever seen anything like Super Size Me or movies like that, you realize very quickly that restaurants are more about keeping the money coming in than they are about your health. A lot of them. I won't say all of them. Okay, let's go with tip number 2 for losing weight. Tip number 2 for losing weight. It's very, very simple. Drink water. All right. If more people were hydrated, less people would be bloated. It sounds stupid. Sounds easy, but it's true. The average person isn't even drinking, let's say, a half a gallon. Right? Half a gallon is only 64 ounces of water, and the average person isn't even drinking that. Most people should be drinking a fluid ounce for every pound of body weight that they have. So if I'm a 200-pound guy, and I know a lot of big guys, you should be drinking a little over a gallon and a half. You should be drinking 200 fluid ounces. That's what's going to help you to slim down and lean out. Again, how do people like myself stay in shape? We eat our fruits and veggies, and we drink our waters. Right? Either that, or we're just genetically blessed to be able to look leaner and meaner, and that's how we look, right? But for me, I'm the opposite. It's actually really easy for me to gain body fat and to look puffy. So I have to consistently regulate what I eat, how I eat it, in order to get that type of look that, again, feels good to me, my body responding to what I'm consuming. Number 3, and this is my personal favorite when it comes to it, cardio. Okay, we call it cardio in the house. I always make the joke of cardio, 3 rolling R's, right? Reason being is because it's one of the overutilized pieces in the fitness journey. Most people don't need to do more cardio, they need to do less. More cardio is going to help you lose weight, but based on how much let's say weight you're losing on a regular basis, some of it may even turn out to be muscle. A lot of people think they want to lose, but they don't want to lose that quick because, if they lost it quick, they'd look how they want to look. But that's actually not the case. Losing, let's say for men, 5 pounds a week on a regular basis, and let's say 10 pounds a week for men, 5 pounds a week for women, all it's going to do is make you smaller, but you'll still look like yourself. So this is what we call, when we see people all the time and they look skinny fat, right? Someone who's lost 60 pounds in 60 days and they look the same, right? They're smaller, but they look the same. A large part of that is because they didn't do the process in a way that allowed their body to adapt and to make the change over time. Now, there's nothing wrong with rapid weight loss when you're doing it intentionally, but when you're doing it, think about when you're doing it, why you're doing it. If you want to tone and you're losing weight fast, that's not the same thing. Again, remember, I said it at the beginning of the video, it's muscle gain and fat loss, not just weight loss. Weight loss can be muscle loss and fat loss together that causes you to just become smaller. We don't want to be smaller. Most of us want to look like we work out, want to feel strong. So guess what? That means you need to gain more muscle and get less body fat. All right. So if you of course, but the easiest way to do so is to literally make sure that you are eating the appropriate sources. Okay. So again, we got for the 3 tips: cook from home, drink more water. My last and favorite one is going to be, and I feel like I halfway said it, but I didn't say it, so I'm going to give it again. My third favorite is actually going to be eat your dang fruits and veggies. It is insane to me as a human being how many people I meet that don't consume fruits and vegetables on a regular. I've literally had clients tell me, well, they spoil too fast. That's what food does. Food, real food, goes bad quickly if you don't store it, preserve it, etc. If you look, I love seeing those things where they do those different experiments where they have like a McDonald's French fry. A lot of y'all, you move into a new apartment and there's a McDonald's French fry. It's been there. It still looks like it just came out the oven, right? Or you just got it with all the salt and everything on it, and you wonder why that same McDonald's fries make your stomach feel big and bloated. I mean, it's that sodium intake, man. That sodium intake will leave you bloated, okay? So what's the best thing you can do for yourself when it comes to eating at home or eating in general is consuming fruits and vegetables. Fiber is high in most fruits and vegetables. Consuming them will help you to literally lose weight. I know a lot of people like their smoothies. Smoothies are great outside of the fact that you're getting different satiation from the body to help you lose weight. So yes, can a smoothie be helpful? But you still need to eat food, right? If we don't want to be skinny fat, eating food actually helps you to lose the type of weight you want to. It's actually harder to lose, to tone when you are consuming or eating a bunch of smoothies instead of it actually eating and chewing your food. Chewing your food has an adverse effect on the composition of your body based on, how you feel. Again, the food being broken down properly in your stomach, like all this stuff matters, okay? So I try not to make this video too long, as I know this is a loaded topic and I don't want a lot of people to feel all types of crazy, but we have to start the journey somewhere. Please, please, please pay attention to the fact that this is your personal journey. You can do whatever you want using this journey to create more of what you need so that way you can live the type of lifestyle you want. Getting It Daily is a place that helps you do that. Again, if you'd like to sign up with us, if you'd like to reach out and become part of what we do, there are a couple simple ways to do it, and I'm going to give them all to you, okay? Number one, you can reach out to us directly in any of the videos or content that we post. Let us know you want to join us for class. Let us know you want to join us for sessions. Like, we're all for it. We want to help you, all right? On the other side, we actually have the much easier version of this. And that's, you can go to the website and fill out a consultation form, we'll get right back with you. We'll reach out to you as soon as you let us know, okay? And again, we are here to help each and every one of you. So any questions, any concerns, We believe fitness is free. We literally will give away the answers. We're not here to hold fitness hostage so we can get your money. That's not what we do. Okay? So thank you so much for sitting down with me today. I hope you enjoyed me sharing a little bit about what it actually is to tone instead of feeling like you have to do it. All right? But again, if you want to live a happy, healthy life, let's make some changes. Let's go.